Hello guys and welcome back. Today, I will be showing you guys my Dandy's World character concept. I will be covering his name, stats, lines, and twisted version. Here he is. His name is Chester. He is a main. He is friends with Astro and Dandy. He costs 5,000 I-Core. You need 100% mastery on Astro, and you have to have 100% research on Twisted Dandy. Also, his brother is Goob and sister is Scraps. You can encounter him on 15+ floors. You need to buy something from Dandy shop on every floor BTW. On the floors where Dandy appears with his shop, his stats are health, skill check, movement speed, stealth, extraction speed. Since he is a main, he has 2 abilities. These are his abilities. First, Prankster. This ability pranks all Twisteds on the floor and stuns them for 5 seconds. It has a cooldown of 60. Second, the second one is his passive ability. Bad Joke makes the extraction speed 20% faster for 15 seconds. This tune is a very good tune for team and solo plays. Let's move on to the Twisted version. Here he is. He crawls on the ground and is a lethal Twisted. You can hear him from far away because his lower half is cut off. You may be asking, what does that have to do with anything? Well, first of all, the noises he makes isn't only coming from his lower half, it's also from his hands. Listen. You may be wondering what those ink sounds were. Well, like I said, his lower half also makes sounds. Why? Because it was cut off. Yikes. Anyways, his Twisted version drags himself across the map. Upon seeing him, he gives the slowness and confusion effect. Why confusion? Because his bad jokes confuse the tunes. When you do all his mastery quests, you get a vintage Chester skin. And when you get 100% research on Twisted Chester, you get an amazing joke trinket. What does it do? Well, it increases the walk, run, and main character Twisted percentage by 20%. That is very useful, but it probably very hard because he has a good ability. It's kinda like Scraps, or RND Razzle and Dazzle. The ability is he can summon a hand from the ground, and you can't hide from it. Also, Chester is very good against Twisted Chester because he is able to stun the hand with his first ability. This Twisted is also very fast, even though he doesn't have legs. He also targets low stat tunes, so I would not pick Shrimpo. Also, his size should not be underestimated because he is almost as big as Twisted Dandy, even without legs. That's huge. I will show you drawings of Chester at the end of the video. Also, when you're hit by him, he takes 2 hearts off of you, and also takes your tapes as a prank. He doesn't take all 3 of because he likes playing with his victims. Also, you will know where he is because of the black ink, which I think is I-Core, which is infecting all the tunes that he leaves behind. And the footstep sounds, which is because of his big hands. Also, he lets out a victim cry which tricks the other Twisteds that he is being hurt, so he can bring them to the tunes. So he plays the victim to bring other Twisteds to you. When the elevator is open, he will become faster and more aggressive. Also, you would not want him on a blackout.
Why?
Because he tricks the tunes by having a light around him to make it look like he is a fellow tune. A very hard challenge, right? Well, not really, because before that floor, you will see an item either in the vote section or in Dandy's shop. The item is an item called Not Laughing. I'll show you a picture at the end. But now let's just discuss what it does. So on the floor, before you meet Chester, it highlights Chester and every other Twisted on the floor for the whole floor BTW. Until you beat the floor or die on it. So you see this Twisted is very dangerous, don't mess with it. Now let's move on. This Twisted is also very good at hiding besides the sound and its size. Also, it sees you very easily. This tune is also immortal to the slow effect because it pranks the Twisteds that give Chester the slow effect and gives it back to the Twisted. This does not work on other effects. Back to the Twisted version. If you step in the I-core that this twisted leaves behind, while walking you get the slow 3 effect until you leave the I-core, and inside the I-core you lose a heart every 5.5 seconds. So avoid the I-core that he leaves behind at all costs. BTW, when he does the victim cry he stands still, so it gives you a chance to run. I will now be showing the drawings. Oh wait, silly me, I forgot the lines. I will not show the interaction with Toons since that will take too long. When you buy Chester, when he finishes a machine, when he uses his ability, and lastly when he gets hit. Now I can show the drawings. BTW Chester is the oldest sibling. Lastly, we have the... That was all for my Danny's World character concept. Hope you enjoyed and stay pretty as a flower.